Alrighty, my non-existent viewers, I'm at episode 7 of The Mandalorian right now, of season 2 that is. I'm on chapter 15, The Believer. I'm currently at a 19-minute 30-second mark, and I just got done watching a scene where the Mando and Mayfield they're disguised as stormtroopers, driving and they hijack the stormtrooper vehicle, and they get attacked by the whole barrage of alien pirates, and they're saved by other Imperial stormtroopers, and Mayfield's I never thought you'd be so happy to see Imperial stormtroopers. I think it's interesting how it seems in the movies, in original Star Wars films, right, the stormtroopers are so notorious for having just god awful aim. They just miss every single shot they take at Han Solo and Luke Skywalker and the gang. But it seems to be in The Mandalorian, the stormtroopers do have really solid aim when the plot demands them to, or when it's when they're firing at at Mando because his armor is laser proof, right? Because I just got done watching the previous episode where he takes Grogu to this the planet so he could sit on that rock where he's really channeling a force, and he meets Boba Fett and Fennec. And they keep missing Fennec, even though Fennec's not bulletproof. Yet Mando, or laserproof, I should say. And Mando is laserproof, and they keep hitting him. It's just an observation, not that it's a problem with the show by any means. It's just something I've noticed. But I also watched the Ahsoka episode, the one before this. I believe Ahsoka's played by Rosario Dawson in this series. It was I've talked about this before in my previous reviews for this series. And and I'll say it again, obviously Ahsoka Tano is such an iconic character, introduced in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I grew up, I remember watching the heck out of Star Wars: The Clone Wars on Cartoon Network back in the day, and she was arguably the most popular character of the entire series. So I'm really glad Disney gave her a chance in live action with The Mandalorian. It's there's the Ahsoka Tano movie or TV series that's ties in with The Mandalorian. But yeah, it's this. I'm not going to call this Mandalorian Monday necessarily because I'm recording this at 12:15, just waiting. Thankfully, I don't need to be anywhere tomorrow morning, so for once I can stay up late and, sleep in a little bit. So this is if it's not if I'm not going to post these videos on a Monday, I'm at, I see Mando's face again at the 22-minute mark of this episode. Yeah, if I can't review these episodes on a Monday, I'm going to call them Mandalorian at midnight. Or Mandalorian Midnights or something crazy or something like that, because I want to apologize for the lack of a Mandalorian review last week. It's just I was just so I got home way later last Monday than expected because work had me really held up that night. So it's I have been working a lot more PM shifts lately than usual. So if I can't make these kind of videos before midnight on a Monday, I'm just gonna do a Mandalorian midnight episode instead, which aren't gonna be confined to just Monday nights going to Tuesdays. It could be Tuesdays going to Wednesdays, Wednesdays going to Thursdays, and not even once a week either, because it's I am determined to finish this series no later than May 4th, which is on a Monday this year. Right? Yeah. So again, I can't promise how frequently I'll be able to make these videos, but I'm determined to make that happen. It's just jeez. I can't believe it's technically the last day of March now. That's crazy, yeah. And I also got around to seeing Hoppers, the latest Pixar film. So I just want to give a very quick bite-sized mini review of Hoppers. I gotta say, I think as of now, I'm going as far as to say it's my favorite movie 2026. I know the year is still young. I know it's it's April's just right around the corner, but I haven't had this much fun with a Pixar film in a very long time. It's original, it's not a sequel, and not only is it doing great with the critics, it's also making really well at the box office. So the fingers crossed this is a return to form for Pixar, because they even say this in the film. It's Avatar, how Mabel, the main character, the college student in the film, is able to transfer her mind into this robotic beaver through the whole Hopper device that her professor invents. That was just Avatar, and they're oh, this is nothing like Avatar. It's the whole movie is Avatar meets Over the Hedge, meets Fern Gully, meets Zootopia, meets a whole lot of other various environment slash talking animal themed movies just wrapped in one package, and it was just like, oh yes, like the humor was fabulous. I thought the writing was really sharp, and like the whole setting was just really fascinating. Pixar is like, their attention to detail has always been so on point. And yeah, if they make sequels for Hoppers, yeah, I wouldn't be mad about that at all. So yeah, again, like I said, my apologies for being late to this party, but if you haven't had a chance to check out Hoppers yet, I would definitely suggest doing so. I also like how this episode shows a lot more to Mayfield than just him being some like slimy, fast-talking like outlaw, because they pluck him off of the mining to the prison mine to help them with this mission. And they meet the stormtroopers while disguised as stormtroopers, and then he's like, oh, what about all my guys who died in that one battle? They mentions, and he just shoots the stormtroopers, and then Mando blasts his way out, and then he just blows up the whole truck in the outpost basically. And Kara doing just compliments his shooting capabilities. And now he's running off, nearing the end of the episode right now. But I also really like how in the episode The Siege, the fourth episode. Yes. They're led to Ahsoka Tano on the Force Moon, and Mando's at first tasked to track down Ahsoka and kill her, but then Ahsoka, because she's a Jedi, right? She finds out that the child's real name is Grogu. So finally in the episode we hear the child's actual name, and now episode after that he's been captured. Which, oh my gosh, the action scenes, like I said, the action scenes of this show are so good. In episode 6 of season 2, it's we get Fennec and Boba Fett just helping Mando shoot his way all around the stormtroopers and defend the child while he's in that forced meditation state. And the boulder comes tumbling down the hill. It's something straight out of Indiana Jones, just crushing stormtroopers. And yeah, just loads of explosions. Just yes, and I was stressed when they captured Grogu, because I was just like, no, come back, no, baby Yoda, please. But yeah, sorry, that was the end of the episode. Let me just back up a little bit. Yeah, so episode, I think, hold on. So that was episode chapter 15. Okay, ooh, sick. Alright, so we're on to the season finale of season 2, but I think I'm just gonna cut the episode right here and save my thoughts on the season 2 finale and the season 3 episode 1, the first episode of season 3, that is, either sometime later this week or sometime next Monday. So we'll see how things play out, I guess. Oh jeez, I'm quite invested in this show. Oh my gosh, a lot of Disney stuff plus about Star Wars. I've heard horrible things about The Acolyte, but I've heard praises for Andor, it's the greatest show that's ever been made. And I've heard very I've heard a whole lot of good things and bad things about Disney Plus exclusive Star Wars content. It's just man, with the Mandalorian Grogu movie coming out this May, it's I kind of want to just reinvigorate my appetite for Star Wars this year. Yes. But yeah, you guys have a good night. Stay beastly.